You're watching the TCMMA podcast.
Yeah, buddy. Welcome to the TCMMA podcast. It's your boy Chris Cross checking in. And what a night it was last night at UFC 302. And the biggest storyline coming out of this thing is Donald Trump, oddly enough. He showed up last night in New Jersey. And when you show up in New Jersey, you really don't know how it's going to go, right? Because you got, you're in a blue state, okay? It's a Democratic state. And yeah, you got the UFC, but you got just an intriguing situation where you were just convicted of felonies, whatever, if that's even what you want to call it. Probably be overturned later, we'll see. But nonetheless, you're taking a chance by going to this thing. And yes, I say taking a chance, right? We all assume you know how it's going to turn out. But at the end of the day, you really don't. And that's what I love most about Donald Trump, is he's not really calculating all that stuff. He's just doing what he does. No apologies, doing what he does. And one thing I took away from last night is it seems like all this stuff that Trump's going through with the courts has just made him stronger. I mean, when he walked in last night, the place went bananas. I mean, it just went bananas last night. You just hear the chants throughout. And you're heading, and it's on ESPN, right? Not even, it's on ESPN Plus 2, but it's live on ESPN. And you got Trump walking toward the octagon before the pay-per-view starts. And you just got the crowd chanting USA. It's going down. Everybody's pumped up. And, Trump's in the house. And what I'm seeing with all the stuff he's going through in the courts is it just made him more popular. It's like it's back to the old days when he was popular among everybody. Of course, before you run for president, right? You're just more and more popular before you're president, right? You get more and more popular, you gain the wealth, you have the money, and then you run for president. Of course, immediately you divide half the people who used to like you. And now all of a sudden you find yourself in a tough situation where half the country loves you even more, and the other half can't stand you. But now, with what's happened, a lot of people on the other side are coming over. And it's kind of like, when Trump's at a UFC event, it's always wild, right? It's always wild.
Yes! Yes!
I mean, it's absolutely wild when he shows up. But last night was something different.
Whoa!
And then you got the crowd chanting, right? And at one point, DC Dana Cormier says to Joe Rogan, "What are they chanting?" And Joe Rogan says it's not good. And what they were chanting was F Joe Biden. I mean, it's just crazy. It was just crazy to watch. And of course, you had Aaron Rodgers there. He doesn't want to acknowledge the president at all. He wants to act like he's not even there. It just looks bad. I mean, it looks crazy. The whole place is going bananas, chaos. And Aaron Rodgers is sitting there and acting like Trump's not even in the house. So you got people like that still, but you can't deny it that Trump is even more popular right now than he was before the verdict came out the other day. So whatever the plan was for him, it certainly backfired, to say the least. I mean, it certainly backfired. Make no mistake about it.
He's gon' fight, he's gon' fight. Hold your breath till the end of the night. Last fight of call, UFC at its height. Bringing that thunder with all his might. Saying, step up, wanna fight? Hold up, think twice. Gladiator, assassin, reckless, no abandon. Walk through that cage, he'll leave your ass.